security telemetry English, audit trails, and immutability phrases. Welcome! In this micro-lesson, you'll learn to speak clearly and confidently about security telemetry in professional settings. We'll turn technical ideas into crisp phrases you can use in audits, client calls, and questionnaires. You'll practice using audit trail and immutability language that proves events are recorded and preserved. Finally, we'll align your wording with CAIQ expectations, so your answers sound structured, authoritative, and verifiable. By the end, you'll have ready-to-use sentences that demonstrate control, evidence, and compliance without sounding vague or overly jargony. Let's make your security story both credible and easy to understand. Start with shared definitions. Telemetry is the system activity data your services emit. Logs, metrics, events that explain what happened and when. An audit trail is a verifiable event record that shows who did what, where, and how, with enough detail to confirm legitimacy. Immutability means records cannot be altered after they're written. Any change attempt becomes detectable. CAIQ is a standardized security questionnaire used by customers to assess cloud controls. Speak plainly. Telemetry feeds the audit trail. Immutability protects its integrity. CAIQ is the format where you prove it. Use precise, confidence-building lines. Say, "We instrument logs at source systems." This means data is captured where actions occur, reducing gaps. Events are timestamped and signed. Timestamps provide sequence. Signatures verify authenticity. We capture the least data necessary. That shows data minimization for privacy and risk reduction. POI is tokenized before storage. Replace sensitive values with tokens so exposure risk stays low, even if logs are accessed. Pair each phrase with a quick example in conversation. Source logs from the API gateway, signed events from the auth service, and tokenized user IDs in request logs. Demonstrate durability and tamper resistance. Logs are write once, append only. New entries can be added, but old ones can't be edited. Tamper-evident hashes protect records. Each record or block is hashed. Any change breaks the digest. Chain of custody metadata is preserved. You track who collected, transferred, and accessed data, establishing provenance. Clock sync via NTP ensures order. Synchronized clocks keep event sequences accurate across services. Together, these phrases signal strong integrity controls. You can reconstruct timelines, prove nothing was silently changed, and show who handled evidence at each step. Show that only the right people can touch logs, and that actions are traceable. Access is role-based and audited. Roles limit permissions. Access attempts are recorded. Dual control for log deletion. Deleting or expunging logs requires 2 authorized people, reducing insider risk. Retention follows policy and law. You keep data for the defined period. No more, no less. Meeting regulatory needs. Break glass access is logged. Emergency overrides exist, but every step is captured and reviewed. These phrases reassure auditors that governance balances operational needs with accountability and compliance. Prove you don't just store logs, you actively protect them. Alerts fire on integrity violations. If a hash mismatch appears, the system notifies the team. We reconcile hash digests daily. Regular checks catch corruption or tampering early. Anomalies trigger runbook steps. Predefined actions guide. Triage escalation and containment, reducing response time. Evidence is preserved for forensics. You snapshot data, lock it under legal hold, and track custody for investigators. These phrases show continuous assurance, detection, validation, procedure, and preservation, end-to-end. Structure responses so they're easy to assess. Start with control, scope, and evidence. We control across systems/time. Evidence includes artifacts. Name a standard for alignment, such as CIS, ISO 27001, or SOC2. Quantify details, frequency, retention periods, and responsible roles. To avoid ambiguity, cite artifacts like policy IDs, procedure names, or redacted log samples. Example: we maintain append-only logs across production services. Alerts fire on hash mismatches, mapped to CIS and ISO 27001. Hash reconciliation runs daily. Retention is 400 days. SRE owns review. Evidence: LOG01 policy, PR12 runbook, sample digest report. Key moves. Use precise verbs like instrument, append, and attest to sound specific and credible. Always pair claim plus control plus evidence so auditors can verify. Keep CAIQ scope and terminology consistent with your environment and mapped standards. Practice now. Draft 1 answer. We instrument logs at source. Append-only storage with tamper-evident hashes, reconciled daily by SRE. Retention: 400 days. Access is role-based and audited. Dual control for deletion. Aligned to ISO 27001 and CIS. Evidence: LOG01 policy. Daily digest reports. Access audit samples. Tight, clear, and defensible.